Hello, my name is Auren. I'm a kid with a head full of questions about everything I see and feel. At night, I take my dreams on a journey across myths, inventions, and stories from every corner of the world. Do you have a question that won't leave your mind? Let your parents send me an email, and maybe you'll be the navigator of my next adventure. Are you ready for my story? Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and welcome to my world.
In class, the children built simple puzzles, clicking into place with cheerful sound. But Auren chose a puzzle of earth, with many tiny pieces scattered around. The continents lined up perfectly, each coastline hugging like familiar friends. Yet sorting all those little bits seemed like a task that somehow never ends. At home, the shapes kept swirling as Auren drifted underneath the evening's light. The puzzle pieces hovered overhead, moving slowly in the glow of night. Auren whispered, "Did the earth begin as one big land before it grew apart?" And dreams swept in to guide those thoughts that gently came from Auren's heart. Auren stood on ancient Pangaea, one vast land under endless skies, until a splitting seam appeared and opened slowly right before Auren's eyes. Inside the crack, Earth's layers shimmered, crust and mantle, a glowing core below, a hidden engine stirring continents, as inside magma warmed a steady flow. The crust looked like the tiny scabs that form when little cuts began to fade, a thin and also moving layer on the surface that is called a continental plate. These plates can shift because the mantle keeps the crust warm and flexible inside, making them divide, rise or slide as all the continents continue their glide. Auren saw plates drift and volcanoes burst, and cooling fast to form new stone, each island rising from the sea as lava hardened into land alone. Moving plates transformed the world in every age, dinosaurs, great ice, then trees and men. Yet all those times were the puzzle pieces joining, separating and then joining again. Auren woke to morning sunlight as a puzzle piece rolled softly to the ground. A tiny painted volcano showing colored layers at the edges Auren found. "We only see Earth's outer skin," told Auren. "The hidden layers tell much more. And to solve great puzzles, start with edges, building inward till you reach the core."
Wow, I think the Earth is actually like a giant 3D puzzle. Every continent, every mountain, and every island is a piece that still fits together if you look closely enough. And just like a puzzle, big ideas become easy when you start with a single corner. One small thought, or one tiny question, and suddenly the whole picture begins to make sense. Sometimes we only look at the surface of things, but the most interesting parts are often hidden deep inside, just like the layers beneath our feet. What small puzzle piece do you want to understand next? If you enjoyed this dream with me, ask your grown-ups to follow Auren's World on YouTube and Spotify, so we can keep exploring one small piece at a time. See ya! I'm opening my dream book now. This is where I write the things my dreams teach me. Last night, I traveled through the inside of our planet. Not just the top layer we walk on, but the deep layers underneath that shape everything above. First, I saw the crust, thin and strong, the part where trees grow and oceans rest. Then I sank into the mantle, warm and slow moving, like honey warming on a stove. And deeper still, the core, a swirling ball of metal so hot it glowed like the sun. Then I watched mountains rise as plates pushed into one another and volcanoes opened like glowing doors, letting the earth build brand new land. It felt like watching someone put a puzzle together from the inside out, piece by piece, and layer by layer. And it made me think, maybe learning works the same way. We start with one small idea, then add another and another, until a whole picture appears. If you want to help me fill my dream book with new discoveries, ask your parents to follow Auren's World on YouTube and Spotify, so we can explore new pieces together. And remember, if a puzzle seems impossible to solve, just try to do it step by step. Begin at the edges and then work to the inside of the puzzle. Welcome back to the Cloud Classroom. This is where we take a closer look at something amazing. Today, we're learning how the inside of our planet works, because the inside explains the outside. Earth has three main layers. First is the crust, thin, solid, and cool. Then the mantle, warm, thick, and slowly flowing. And the core is like metal so hot it moves like liquid fire. You can imagine the earth like a boiled egg. The crust is the shell, the mantle is the soft part inside, and the core is the glowing center. Now, here's something exciting. The mantle is always moving, and that pushes the crust around. Not fast, but steady. The crust is broken into giant tectonic plates. Some push against each other, making mountains and earthquakes. Some pull apart, letting magma rise and build volcanoes. And some slide past each other, shaping valleys and long cracks in the land. That's why the continents move even today, just a tiny bit each year, but enough to change the shape of the earth over millions of years. If you'd like more lessons in the Cloud Classroom, ask your family to follow Auren's World on YouTube and Spotify, so we can keep exploring the world inside our world. Thank you.
Welcome to this week's Wonder Facts. We have 3 fiery facts today, and at the end, you can choose your favorite by holding up 1, 2, or 3 fingers and asking a grown-up to tell me which one you picked. Are you ready? Here they come. Wonder fact number 1. Lava creates new land, just like a scab forms on a healing cut. Deep inside the earth, rock gets so hot it melts into magma. When magma comes out of a volcano, we call it lava. Lava cools and becomes solid rock, a fresh new piece of earth. Just like a little cut on your skin dries and becomes a protective scab, cooling lava becomes a scab of new crust. Isn't that amazing? Wonder fact number 2. Earth's layers tell its age, like 3 rings showing how old the tree is. Rocks form in layers, one on top of another, over thousands and millions of years. The deepest layers are the oldest, and the top layers are the newest. Scientists read the rocks the same way they look at tree rings inside a trunk. Each layer is a page from Earth's past. Wonder Fact 3. Mountains prove that continents still move today. When two tectonic plates push together, their rock layers crumple, fold, and rise, like a blanket wrinkling beneath your hands. That's why some mountains look stripy. Those stripes are rock layers bent upward. And the incredible part? The plates making those mountains are still moving today, only a tiny bit each year. And now is your turn. Hold up 1, 2, or 3 fingers to show which wonder fact you like best. And ask a grown-up to tell me in the comments. And remember, also ask your grown-ups to follow Auren's World on YouTube and Spotify, so you will never miss next week's wonder facts. If you're not sleepy yet, this is the perfect moment to pause. You can listen again tomorrow, draw your own drifting continent puzzle, or ask your family which continent they'd like to visit someday. Before you go, ask your grown-ups to like, follow, and subscribe on YouTube and Spotify, so Auren's dreams can keep traveling with you. And if you're sleepy, let's float into the quiet together. Let's go to Dreamland. And now it's time to go to Dreamland. The room becomes soft and still. Your blankets feel warm. The air grows calm. And the earth beneath you turns gently, layer upon layer. Deep inside, magma flows slowly, guiding continents like patient puzzle pieces, sliding into new shapes. Remember this as you fall asleep. We see only the surface of things, but the deepest layers hold the most extraordinary stories. Ask your grown-ups to follow Auren's World. And now, sleep tight. Good night, little explorer. See you next time.